Hello! You may be wondering what on earth Geometry Dash is and what it's all about. Well, to put it simply, it's an amazing, challenging game. I would call it a musical platformer with rhythm elements. However, it definitely goes much deeper than that. Geometry Dash was created by one Swedish man, Robert Topla, or Rob Top. He got inspiration from normal platformers and rhythm games, and he wanted to see what he could do by combining their elements into one. 4 months later, on August 13th, 2013, 1.0 was released. 1.0. The initial release was very buggy, but alas, it worked. There were 7 official levels: Stereo Madness, Back on Track, Polargeist, Dry Out, Base After Base, Can't Let Go, and Jumper. RobTop also included a level editor, where you could create your own levels and share them with people all around the world. 2 game modes existed at this time, the cube and chip. If you click while using the cube, it forms a normal jump. When you hold the mouse button with the chip, you fly up. This led to the community growing extremely fast, and RobTop saw what he had to do next. Update 1.1 is one of the smallest updates towards the game. It only added 4 major things. A mirror portal, where if you move through it, the level flips around and you go left instead of right. RobTop also added the ability to comment on players' levels. He also added some new icons and Time Machine. Time Machine is a brand new official level. This level is infamous for having 10 plus triple spikes. A triple spike is where a player jumps over 3 spikes in a row, which is the farthest the player can jump. One point two is where Geometry Dash starts picking up attention, even if this is the smallest update. It added a total of 4 things: 2 new icons, a new level named Cycles, and the ball. The ball is a new form where if you click, it switches gravity in a slight diagonal line. This update is where the community starts to change the history of Geometry Dash as well. Originally, there are 6 difficulties: easy, normal, hard, harder, insane, and not. The level named Demon Park changed it all. Some insane levels surpassed the difficulty of the time, and it was always a gamble on whether it'll be super hard or easy. RobTop saw Demon Park and had an idea growing in his head. One point three, or the update of the demons. This completely changed the course of Geometry Dash by adding one thing: the demon difficulty. But more on that later. This update added stars, or a collectible you get for completing levels. This helps unlock new icons. It added a level named X-Step, and also added a few new blocks, jump pads, and orbs. Now on to the demons. The level playing now is Demon Park, the level that inspired it all. The difficulty from this level was much greater than any other level at the time. Due to this, RobTop added the demon difficulty. This sparked the challenge for the number 1 demon, the hardest level that there is. This update added a few new things, but nothing as spectacular as the last update. It added a few new blocks, new icons, and the first new ships. And how can I forget the minigame mode? One mini, everything is smaller. There are jumps, flying, switching gravity, etc. The new official level is a level named Clutterful, and many consider it one of the harder official levels. I don't quite see it. To go along with this, 1.4 was the first update to have a teaser image, which showed a new obstacle, saw blades, and the mini portals. A brand new update with more brand new stuff added. There was the obvious stuff added, such as blocks and decoration for the editor, and a few new icons. The new official level Theory of Everything, or TOE for short, brought a new form, the UFO. The UFO acts like the bird from Flappy Bird, where if you click, he moves upwards. The community took this as an opportunity to add as many Flappy Bird levels as possible to the servers, and most are mediocre at best. 1.6 is one of the most important updates. They added many new things, such as invisible blocks, destructible blocks, new icons, new ships, new balls, new UFOs, secret coins, and 2 brand new official levels. One of those 2 brand new levels was a demon, Clubstep. This inspired many Geometry Dash players to make spin-offs of the level, such as Silent Club, one of the first ever impossible levels. Levels are now also heading to a brand new difficulty, like Ice Carbon Diablo X, the top one for its time. This update also added the infamous map packs, which are universally hated for the community because of the bad and outdated levels. 1.7 is where things for Geometry Dash really start picking up speed, literally. Update 1.7 added speed portals, where you could go 0.5 times speed, 1 times speed, 2 times speed, and 3 times speed. The new level Electrodynamics only had 2 times and 3 times speed portals, with the only 1 time speed being in the first 10%. This update also made it easier to share levels and practice them by adding a copy button, so that if the creator wants to, he could allow people to copy his level. This led to some of the first ever collaborations between creators. Map packs also received some more packs to complete, however that did not change people's opinions about them. Geometry Dash in 1.8 got a new mode, or form if you would call it that. 1.8 added a duel mode, where players get split into 2, requiring the player to focus on each icon to get through the level. Hexagon Force is the official level to introduce the duel. The update also added slopes, allowing objects to slide up and down, which can result in some interesting gameplay. The level editor also got an overhaul, allowing playtesting inside of the editor, ability to rotate objects, and etc. The Golden Days of Geometry Dash 1.9. With the partnership of Newgrounds, any song can be downloaded and implemented into Geometry Dash. Hundreds of new objects were implemented, allowing hundreds of thousands of effects to be made. A brand new form, the wave, was added, where if you hold to move upwards and let go downward, all in a straight line. The community was thrilled. Levels such as Death Moon and Cataclysm inspired hundreds of brand new levels. 9 circles, an insane effect level that used the wave, had countless variations with tons of varying difficulty. The main levels also got 2 new friends, Blast Processing and Theory of Everything 2, the first sequel of the official levels. At this time, there was also a war going on between the 2 best players, Riot and Cycle. This was one of the first and only times the communities were split. The fight was for the top 1 demon, and both delivered. Riot created Bloodbath. Cataclysm inspired mega collaboration. This level took Riot 20,000 plus attempts and was able to maintain its number 1 spot for 7 months. Today, this level is at 164 on the demon list. Cyclic released his monster in 2.0. This is also the time many big Geometry Dash players joined, roughly 5 years ago, me included. There are a few reasons why 2.0 is such a big deal, but one blows all of the other ones away, the move trigger. Before 2.0, objects inside levels could not move. Effects and level design were a lot more limited. After 2.0, you can make games inside of Geometry Dash. A creator named Funny Game created the Alter Game series, which was a bunch of minigames. Look them up if you'd like. The official levels also received 2 more to the collection, Geometrical Doominator and Deadlocked, the crown jewel of the official levels. The level's difficulty also increased rapidly since Bloodbath came out, and Cyclic Sonic Wave proved that. It took 50,000 plus attempts. Sadly, 2 months later, Cyclic confessed that he hacked the level due to it taking too long. He grew sick of it, and thus the original version of Sonic Wave, the Light Blue edition, was taken down. A few months later, Sonic took Sonic Wave, nerfed it a little, and verified it himself, the Dark Blue version. This level became top 1 in an instant, and stayed in top 1 for a year. The next update wouldn't come out for another year, in late 2017. We are currently in update 2.11 and have been in 2.11 for 3 plus years. 2.1 added the Spider game mode, which is similar to the ball, except it goes straight up. 2.1 also added over 200 new objects and doubled the icons we had in 2.0. 2.1 only gave us one level, Finger Dash, which introduced us to the Spider game mode. This update added 2 new vaults, where you could get secret codes to unlock new icons, and new currency, orbs. There are 3 shops in the game, one you unlock right out the gate, one which requires 200 diamonds to enter, and one that requires 500 diamonds to enter. It added a vault room where you could unlock chests and get more prizes. In 2.1, it also added gauntlets, basically super map packs that are not bad. 2.11 added daily levels and weekly demons, where it takes a level from the servers and sponsors them. 2.11 added a few more chests, and it added daily quests, where you get diamonds for beating levels. The difficulty of the community-made levels increased so much that old impossible levels, such as Silent Club, have been verified, including the top 1 demon, Tartarus. In fact, difficulty has increased so much that a famous streamer, Nepesta, said this: "The gap between Stereo Madness and Bloodbath is smaller than the gap between Bloodbath and the top 1. The community has been waiting for 2.2 for a very, very long time, and RobTop's hoping to deliver. 2.2 is supposed to be the biggest update ever, and it hopefully comes out this December. If you are interested in getting your hands into something fun and challenging, try Geometry Dash, because I don't regret playing it at all. Me and my 900 plus hours."